Hello a chroeso. Welcome to Cardiff Youth Services podcast to celebrate Youth Work Week. I'm here today with Dale and Alex. So do you want to quickly introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name's ddathlu and I'm the Youth Development Officer for Cardiff Youth Service. I have responsibility over the Digital Youth Work team.
Hello, my name's Alex. I'm also part of the digital team, and we specialise in anything that's digital, whether it's filmmaking, photography, social media. I mean, you name it.
Fab. Yeah, you've been really busy today setting up for the podcast. So I want to ask you quickly, beth gath chi mewn I Gwaith Ieuenctid? What got you into youth work?
Yeah, so I was really lucky to have a youth club literally at the end of my street and in school. So I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I used to go there regularly, and that turned into some volunteering, paid work. I was lucky enough to go on some youth exchanges as a young person. I just fell in love with it, and that's kind of been the path from there on, really.
Wow.
Yeah, so for me, I never really thought about getting into youth work until University of South Wales put me in touch with the digital team, and that's where things just took off. Because even though I'm not unfamiliar in working with young people, like because of my previous job, but youth work just showed me a different side to it, about like what youth work is all about, and just doing other things to help young people.
And a massive big up, Alex has recently passed his level 3.
Yeah,
As
amazing.
is Alice.
Well
Yes.
done.
Amazing. Fully
Yes.
qualified youth workers right
I
out
know.
there.
Yeah.
now.
It is amazing as well, like how different everyone's avenues into youth work was, and it's the same as like how different youth work and how young people experience youth work in different ways. Definitely.
And I think as a team, we have benefited from bringing people with different experience into youth work.
Yeah.
So they've have quite a lot of like experience in the digital world. Then they've trained to become youth workers alongside that. So
Yeah.
I think that's benefited our service by young people in Cardiff as well.
Yeah, and that's what I like about it. Like just working with young people and just doing digital stuff. It's like you got the best of both worlds, really. And because we're living in the digital age, like it is important for us to know like what we can do to help young people and how they can use them to help them, and just keep up with anything that is going on, whether it's like cameras, social media, just anything really, because things change over time, and it is important for us to adapt to it.
Definitely. I think it's really inspiring as well. Like you bring in your different life experiences into that youth work. It gives it a much more authentic experience for the young people. So I want to ask you, what youth work opportunities do you currently have in the digital team?
So so at the moment we have like young creators, where we have young people who want to get into like film making, and what they do, they produce something called the Bhutan Buzz and Beyond episodes, where it's more of a Cardiff news segment, let's say, where young people would just go around Cardiff and just reporting on anything that is new or something that is worth telling, so people are aware of like what is going on. Like any young person is welcome, because at least this gives them a proper, good hands-on experience on how to do filmmaking.
Yeah, definitely.
But also, what's even more incredible and exciting is for the young people is the Cardiff Content Creators event, where for the third year in a row, where we're going to have 9 students from America come over and just show the young people how to, again, just do filmmaking, documentary, but also fictional work as well. And it's all about just giving them the opportunities just let the minds run freely in terms of creativity, so that way they can find their feet and learn in their own way on how they can produce any content that they want to do.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool.
And that's taking place the first 2 weeks of the summer holidays. So if you want to sign up, you're age 11 to 17, go to Eventbrite, Cardiff Content Creators 2025, and you'll be able to sign up right there.
Amazing. Wow, well, really cool. And then how can young people sort of get involved in youth work if they've never got involved before and they'd like to come to Cardiff Content Creators? Where can they get in touch with you or get involved somehow?
Yeah, so we are active on social media where they can find us. But because we're also active around Cardiff, we're also going to have youth clubs going on. We're also going to be going to different events as well, just to make our presence known so that way young people know they can come to us for anything that they want to do, whether it's just to have fun, find something that they're passionate about. And if they need any help, they can contact us and we can get them to sign up to the youth service. But yeah, I mean, we are open to the public essentially, you know, because we're not about like closing the doors on anyone. We're all about just like let people who want to come in and join us and just experience what youth work is like.
Amazing.
And yeah, all our offer is on Cardiff Youth Service website.
Yeah.
So some of the other projects we've run is on a Monday evening for young people with ALN. So that's based in Cabalfa for young people aged 11 to 16. And there's lots of multimedia opportunities there, but also things like cooking, sport, and art and crafts. So that's kind of a new provision. And they went on their first trip last week to the BBC. Lots of thumbs up, smiling faces.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, I've already been there twice, and it is really amazing to be in a facility like that, because you don't get opportunities like that ever, and that's what makes us unique.
Yeah,
you know, is that we can try to arrange these trips so that way, you know, young people can really enjoy themselves. They feel like they know they can, you know, go somewhere with it to inspire them on what they want to do in the future.
Yeah.
So we've also got a dedicated youth club for young people who are part of the LGBTQ plus community and allies. So young people across the city can turn up to that. Is for young people aged 13 to 19, and it's just a safe space to be around others of the same community, and they can access support from youth workers, get involved in activities. And also yearly, they get involved with Pride as well, which is really exciting. And some of the other projects we've got is our Discord program. So that is an online youth club, essentially. So we try and replicate things that happen in a physical youth club, whether that be conversations with friends, playing games, speaking to youth workers. We've transferred that into an online space through Discord. And what we find is for young people that have barriers to access in-person provision, it can quite often be the first stepping stone to get involved in the youth service. And we've got a dedicated space for young people aged 13 to 17 and 16 plus.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I want to ask you now, Dale, beth yw'r peth gorau am byti gwaith ieuenctid? What's the best thing about youth work?
Y peth gorau fi, mae pob dydd yn like totally gwahanol.
Yeah.
So like heddiw ni'n gwneud podcast yn a youth space yn Cardiff West. Ddoe o fi yn y office a gweld y staff yn gweithio gyda pobl ifanc un i un.
Yeah.
Y dydd cyn o fi yn clwb ieuenctid, Umbrella Allies, y clwb LGBTQ+. So yeah, like mae pob dydd yn like totally gwahanol.
Yeah.
A mae'n pleser i kind of just helpu pobl pob dydd. Falle ti'n just hala gwybodaeth am cwrs i person ifanc neu cyfle sy'n digwydd yn cymuned nhw. Ond heb ni'n rhoi o gwybodaeth i nhw ar cyfnogaeth, byd nhw ddim yn gwybod am e.
Na,
So ti'n constantly gallu helpu pobl dydd i dydd. Dyna beth fi'n caru am y swydd.
Amazing. Yeah, fi yn meddwl, ta fel, ti'n gallu gwneud rhywbeth really fach. You can do something really small for a young person, but it's actually got the biggest impact.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Dwi'n cytuno gyda hwnna.
Fab. And then, Al, fi moyn gofyn I ti, I want to ask you, what opportunities are on the cards for this summer for young people?
Well, as we said, we've got the Cardiff Content Creators event. I would encourage every young person to attend. Like, it's already live on Everbite, but if anyone wants any help to sign up to it, you know, again, they can still contact us.
How else can they get involved with? How else can they contact youth workers? Are youth workers sort of bobbing around schools?
Yeah, I mean, we're always going to be active, like going to schools. That way, you know, make our presence known, and as I said earlier, like we keep ourselves active by going around the city, so that way people know who we are, what we do, and what we can offer to people. But of course, besides the kind of content creators event, like we do have other activities going on during the holidays, you know, because it's a time where people just want to relax, have fun, and you know, it's something that, you know, everyone wants to do. So we try and make sure that we can organize as much as we can for them, just to make sure that, you know, we'll still here. You know, we'll try and do these things just to make sure you are having fun, and if there's anything you would like to do, you know, again, just feel free to contact us. Like, we're not like we're not a closed organization. You know, we're very open, accessible, and you know, people can speak to us like whenever they want.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and another two things to add on to that. We obviously know how much young people love gaming, and quite often they do that in their own homes. And what we're offering this summer is another esports event taking place at Eastmoors on the 14th of August. But this time we're actually bringing young people from different local authorities as well. So Bridgend, Rhondda, the Vale and Merthyr, they're all going to come and compete in one tournament. We're going to have augmented reality dodgeball there. We're going to have Fortnite. We're going to have Minecraft. And yeah, it's going to be a real special event.
Ed is very excited.
He is. Ed is the sound engineer and engineering everything today to make it possible. And he is the mastermind behind all that.
Amazing.
And yeah, on top of that, we, as a service, one of our other departments in the Council of Story Arms, we've got multiple opportunities to get up there in the summer for one-day activities and like outdoor activities, and also some residential. So I'm really, really excited about that.
That sounds really cool. Obviously, we've been to Story Arms for a staff development weekend. What activity did you have to do in Story Arms? Which one did you go for?
Yeah, I did gorge walking.
How did that go?
Sorry?
How did that go?
Very cold, because I think what people need to understand is, like, we went in November, so, you know,
Not
at that
the best time of year.
Yeah, so it was really cold, but then again, it was still a lot of fun at the end of the day, you know, because it's like just getting out, just being with, you know, nature. It's like, it's just a good way to help just relieve any stress or anything you've got.
Yeah, definitely.
Did it take you outside your comfort zone?
Yeah.
I think that's so good though, because like we always try and help young people to get out of their comfort zone. So I think that it's good for us too, as well as staff.
I mean, I think one example, like that we did down at during the gorge walking was like towards the end we jumped off. I know I can't remember the name of it, but basically it was just jumping off like from a high cliff into the water and. It was only
Looney's Leap in it. It's Looney's Leap. Is that the one?
Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah. But it was. I mean, heights is something that I do have a fear of, but I know that. Yeah. My advice: just do it straight away. You know, so that way, you know, you don't second guess it. You're not making things worse for yourself. But if, like, let's say we did it with the young people, if they don't feel comfortable, I would say, you know, just watch us first. That way, you know, we could take the first leap, and then maybe we could jump in together. So that way, you know, you're in safe hands with us. Because as I said, I have a fear of heights, so I can understand that. But once you do it, you know you've got nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, definitely. Dale, what's your favourite activity in Story Arms?
Gorge walking. Always.
I can't do it. I'm too scared.
That's the beauty of gorge walking. At the start, it's like, oh my God. But then, like, towards the end, everyone's jumping in. It's just so much fun. And in the space of a couple of hours, you can just see people change. It is definitely not just my favourite activity at Story Arms. In youth work is my favourite.
Yeah.
How come you don't like it?
Well, I went for the canoeing, and me and Joseph Jones from Gabalvo were literally just like this the whole time. We couldn't go in a straight line. We literally couldn't. So yeah, wouldn't recommend.
Well, I would highly recommend doing gorge walking.
we took our American group last summer, and they've not really got many things like that, like so beautiful, like a Banner Brachenion.
Yeah.
And they just absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So that's on the cards for
Sdim
the
byd
youth
gwell.
exchange this summer.
Yeah.
Sdim byd gwell na'r brynau Brycheinion.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then, favourite youth work memory? Fi mae'n gwybod beth yw hoff atgof chi yn Gwaith Ieuenctid?
O fi rhan o cyfnewid Ieuenctid, blwyddyn yma I cymryd grŵp i America, a oedd hwnna'n just like totally amazing.
Ble oeddech chi yn America?
Oedd i wedi mynd i California, village enw Carlsbad.
Wow.
Wedyn oedd i wedi mynd i Tampa wedyn, i cymryd rhan mewn convention, sy'n gyd am creu ffilmiau, a storïoedd am y newyddion. So yeah, just gweld profiadau oedd y pobl ifanc yn cael pryd oedd ni yma, gweld sut oedd nhw'n datblygu trwy 2 wythnos, oedd yn just yn incredible. A gwario llawer amser gyda staff hefyd.
Cool, yeah. So faint o pobl ifanc oedd wedi mynd?
Oedd ni wedi cymryd 11 pobl
So
ifanc.
oedd rhaid ti edrych ar ôl 11 o passports pobl eraill?
Yeah, oedd ni wedi...
No chance.
I delegated that a little bit, so that was quite fun, going through airports. And yeah. But yeah, that was definitely the best 2 weeks of my career, 100%.
Wow,
amazing. And you, Al?
I don't know. Like so many good memories. It's just hard to tell. But if I'll probably pick one in terms of like working with young people. I'll probably go with the first ever Cardiff Content Creators event, because it was still around the first time I started working with the digital team and the youth service itself, and just seeing like what was going on was like it was amazing. And I kept thinking like, how come we didn't have anything like this before when I was their age? And it is just really amazing and unique, because also I remember, you know, when the original young creators, let's say, went over to America, like they were very happy to see them when he went there, and then of course they were very sad to be leaving because they didn't want to leave. But that just shows like how strong their relationship was with them, and that is what makes it very special.
It shows the impact that you've done as well, like the impact that you've had on young people's lives.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what really, like, I would say that's kind of really opened my eyes as to what the youth service is all about.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Diolch.
No problem.
Diolch, Alice.